Good afternoon, Dr. Yen. Could you please introduce yourself or your organizations?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pham, Director of International Cooperation Departments of Vietnam Cooperative Alliance. We call VCA. VCA, we are the national cooperative organizations in Vietnam, and we are representative for the whole sector of cooperatives in Vietnam. We main tasks and missions is consulting, supporting, and also representing for cooperatives union, pre-cooperatives in Vietnam, and in which our members, the small-scale agriculturers, forestries, and rural production members, are also receiving significant attention from our system.
Second question, what are your main please? Depression members fly and business promotion activities.
Currently, all VCA members are facing a lot of risks and damages due to the COVID-19 pandemics and also climate change. Regarding to the COVID-19 pandemics, at the moment, thousands of cooperatives and small-scale producers in Vietnam are facing challenges and difficulties in the disruptions and also of the supply for raw materials. And the markets that the customers and users only demand is narrowed. The reason due to the government's requirements for social distancing and taking the measures to cope with COVID-19. Up to now, at the moment, Vietnam is successfully contained and pushing back the COVID-19 pandemic. And we are, at the moment, the government able to allow and lift all the social isolation and distancing measures, and we allow all of the activities in the economy is reopen and resume. So all the businesses are able to, at the same time, implementing measures to coping with COVID-19 measures, and also at the same time pushing back all the economic activities. However, VCA member, even with the current situation, still facing a lot of difficulties, such as the lacking of capital and also investment for the businesses, due to at the same time the members has to pay salary and subsidiaries for the worker and laborers, maintaining the machine and also the system. At the same time, the employees take leaves at work. Their products are difficult to being sold in the markets. So many contracts has been signed. At the moment, is being cancelled or delayed. A lot of producers, small-scale producers, are lacking of workers and laborers because they are not returning to work after they leaving the job for the pandemics. So at the moment, a lot of cooperatives are facing with difficulties in recruiting new laborers. Regarding to climate change, Vietnam is one of the countries being affected heavily and adversely by climate change. Many areas in Vietnam are in the shortage of water supplies for agricultural productions, and in the central and highland reasons has a long drought. In the Mekong Delta regions, we has been suffering the saline intrusion and saltwater intrusions. Forest fire due to high heat, and other places are suffering from flood, hail, wild winds, and also the land erosion. All of the climate change incidents has been seriously affected to agricultural activities, especially for small producers, so leading them to reducing the income, losing their jobs, and also making the living standard is being affected.
Okay, question number 3. What is needed to support small farmers and producers to cope with the both risks?
At the moment, VCA members, enterprises, and cooperatives are very much in the needs and necessities for the government supports, and also the support from other organizations, international organizations such as FFD, AgriCort, or our system VCA or VFU. In fact, at the moment, Vietnamese government has been apply supporting policy for the workers that losing their jobs, the poor people, the low and no incomes, and that measures including the government spending 62,000 billions of Vietnamese đồng to support employees while they losing their jobs, poor households, and the government is promoting and increasing the disbursements of public spending in order to creating jobs. The government requesting the central and commercial banks to have programs in freezing all the loans or lower the interest rates, reducing the interest rate for the new loan programs, extending the terms of payments for the loans, and also the interest rates for enterprise and cooperatives. Extend the tax payment deadlines, and also having free tax for the license fee. So all those measures has been positively impacting the process of recovering and resumes the business activities.
Okay, question number 4. How does your organization help its members manage this risk?
With the core role of VCA as a core system in order to supporting the cooperative sector, VCA has been gather all the informations on the difficulties, problems, and issues influenced by COVID-19 pandemics, and also climate change damages from our members. From that, we proposing to appropriate ministries and also governments the policy in order allow VCA to support our members. Also, at the same time, we in our system we having the cooperatives supporting funds. So we requesting the fund to at the central level and also provincial level to increasing the capital supporting, lower the interest rates, guarantees to loans and to lend the cooperatives capital that they are able to access to the capitals while they are in the difficulties. And working, we at the same time the Cooperative Bank of Vietnam is the VCA's affiliate members with other credit organizations. We also requesting those institutions to provide the loan with the interest rates favorable for the cooperatives, extending the loan terms and also providing new loans for cooperatives members and the members of VCA in order for them to reorganizing and also restructuring the business production in order to overcome the risk and the failure and the damages that caused by the COVID-19 pandemics. Besides, VCA has been requesting the Institute for Cooperative Economics Development to compiling and also to compose the guidelines handbook of cooperatives and cooperatives unions, small-scale production facilities and members in order to prevent and control COVID-19 pandemics, as well as reorganizing their business activities. This helps them to quickly reorganizing production and managing those risks. And I can show you, here is the thousands of copies like this has been distributed to VCA's members. This one is the documents that giving the guidelines how to prevent and pushing back in order to protecting people's and members from COVID-19. And this is the guideline for cooperatives to reorganizing and restructuring the activities after the COVID-19 pandemics. Regarding the risks that caused by the climate change, VCA has been supporting and also developing a pilot model for replications and also open from that model open to more new models in different places. For example, we have the cooperatives model of business production developments associated with value chain of the local key products, or the models that management and treatments of environmental waste or pollutions, or the cooperatives that apply high technologies in using the water saving system, or we investing and promoting cooperatives to use technologies in after harvest techniques in order to cope with climate change. From that, we are able to enhancing the capacities of VCA's members in economics, management, and also to lower the risk caused by the climate change in Vietnam.
This is okay. The last question is, there are some lessons and some experiences you want to share with FFPO, please?
Actually, with the all the difficulties and challenges that every one of us has been experienced, we would think that in order to support and giving supporting hands to small-scale cooperatives and producer, the FFPO, we think that the spirit of cooperations should be strengthened. And by overcoming the risks and the damages of COVID-19 pandemics and also climate change, the spirits of joining hands and cooperations and supporting collaborations, and the spirit of mutual helps from all the countries, international coordinations, and between the peoples, between the communities, between the countries, should be the strong spirits that everyone should enhance and flourish. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr.